Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we're gonna do a game today with Rockoutz. What's your rating, buddy? The nine forty five.
915 is my peak rating in Rapid.
So 915. And the way we're gonna do this, instead of playing a traditional subscriber game where I play against him and then we go over the game, I wanted to play a game together against the computer and talk out what he sees, what he's thinking about, what stands out to him in a position, and then I'm going to do the same, and then we're going to kind of try to work out the best move. So we'll go ahead and get started. Let's play this guy. We'll start with about 1,000 rated bot. Let's play as white, and so I want to. You play the London, right?
Yes.
Is it all right if we?
Well,
start?
I try to play the London.
Well, you do pretty good. I've seen a few of your games there. A couple there you got in trouble, but you play pretty good in the London. Would you like to do the London, or I would kind of like to show you the Rui Lopez?
That's fine with me. I have zero experience with that opening, but I'm willing to give it a go.
All right, so it starts with e4. So the first three moves, if he plays into it, is pretty much okay, and he doesn't. All right, so we'll just play the London. Fuck it. We'll just play the London. I don't want to get into some theoretical nonsense with whatever. So we'll play the London. So what do you think here? Just knight out, bishop out.
My second move is almost always bishop out.
Bishop. All right.
Yep, right there.
What do you think?
And now I always do the accelerated, which is pawn to. Sorry, I'm a little rusty with coordinates. Yeah,
right.
pawn, that pawn right there.
All right. Now what do you think?
And now knight to f3.
All right.
Now I bring bishop out to d3, just so I can get ready to castles.
All right.
Okay, and then now I castle. I think it's top priority usually.
Okay.
All right, so that's unusual. So right here, I'm worried about him coming out to b5. No, not b5. My bishop covers. Yeah, it doesn't look too threatening. In this position, I just carry through my opening and probably either play knight to d2 or play pawn to c3. But I'm never really sure which is most accurate.
So, all right. So this pawn here, so this is what I think. The c3 pawn, when the knight comes here, does a good job from keeping the knight from jumping into your position. So
yeah,
here, since there's no knight here, I don't think that there's a lot of value in this move. That's what I would be thinking. So
you think that square is reserved for the knight?
Well, I would probably play the knight to here, or you could play so this is what I'm thinking. Bring the knight around here and do this to take up space in the center. Because I'm not worried about the knight coming down, because if I've already played this, I could move the bishop away if I needed to and keep him from being able to attack it with the knight. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah.
So
I like that.
I would probably bring the knight on around. Is that good for you?
Yep, that works for me.
Okay. The
Well,
old
that's
queen shuffle. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's giving us time here, which is good. Well, what are you thinking here? This is kind of now
Well,
I like connecting my rooks as soon as I can.
I like connecting the rooks too, but I think here I would probably play this, because this move doesn't accomplish much, because it does connect the rooks, but there's no kind of threat to anything. So I kind of feel like taking a little more space and restricting what he wants, because what he ultimately wants to do is he wants to get this bishop active on this diagonal for one. So if we play this keeps his knight from being able to jump into the center, and we're going to immediately start restricting some of the options that he has because he's playing so passively. So that's kind of what I.
Let me ask you this, because the problem I have whenever I play C4 is that they always go pawn to E5, right?
Right.
And I really like to have that pawn on C2 to recapture when they capture on D4.
So you capture with the C pawn.
Yeah, I very much like to do that, but I don't know if that's good or not. That's just
So usually I think that you're supposed to capture with the E pawn, so that your C
oh
pawn stays in place again to restrict that knight. So if we're playing if your pawn is here, right, and he were to capture and you take, if his knight's here, now it can come in. Whereas if it's structured like this and then you recapture this way, and the knight's here, he's still restricted by this pawn. So that's
oh yeah yeah. I guess just in my 900 elo brain, I'm just not thinking that knight's even a threat yet because I didn't see that until you said that.
well, I didn't see it either. That's exactly how I played it too, because I thought, well, I'll exchange a central pawn. I will exchange a central pawn for a flank pawn, and that's good. But in this specific scenario, I think that the way that it should be played is this way. Now, that's, I mean, I don't know that that's always the best move, but I do know that this, you've got this little pawn structure here, and it keeps the knight, if he brings it here, from ever having any activity over here.
Okay.
So that's, but I mean, this is probably what I would play here,
Let's do
because
it.
it opens this up, it restricts this, which keeps his bishop from being able to come alive on this diagonal. So but now also if I play this and he goes here, takes, I have
Now
to
we gotta
drop
move the
back,
bishop.
and he gets a fork. I could capture, he captures, I take,
And that knight is very annoying
and then
here.
this pawn falls, actually. So that actually,
Wow, dude.
well, that's not, well, it's, but that's, see, that's, so you can calculate, several moves up if it's forcing moves. So, like, from here, I have no idea what this guy's going to play, you know. But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, because he's got a million options. But if I played, this, well, let's say I play this. If he does go here, I can't just, well, I guess I could drop back and then exchange this way. That is actually a thing.
Yeah, then our E file looks real good.
But then if he pushes, takes. Okay, hold on. So if he pushes and we do nothing, no, we would have to take. Then he takes. I have to drop back. He pushes.
And is our bishop hanging? After we drop our other bishop back, our light square bishop's hanging, right?
Oh yeah, it is. No, you're right. Yeah. So here. Yeah. So I think we have to play this move. Actually, I think that's the one we have to play.
Well, we don't have to. You can put out any fire I start, I'm sure.
I doubt it. I doubt it. If you leave me alone with my own devices, I'll start my own fires. Let's see here. This move I think is better because it lets us drop back, or we could preemptively just drop back. That's also a thing. Let's see. We could also. Nah, we probably shouldn't play that. I think it's either this. The only way we could play that move is to do that. So that might be the best move, and then start trying to break it open this way.
Yeah, and C2 locks his bishop back there a little more for a little more time. He's got to get rid of more pawns.
Yeah, I think this is the move. I think you're right. This is the move here. So all right, so he's prepping here to open this up, I think. So I think he wants to play this. So what do you think here?
Yeah, I think he does too, or he might be bringing his bishop to attack our knight here, maybe, but I don't know. It isn't in my mind, pawn to E5 doesn't really open the file like he's going to want. I don't think. I don't think that right off.
Pawn to e5. Well, so if he plays here and we take. So, all right, here,
Take.
here. This hangs and this still hangs.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I think
Knight to c4.
knight to c4.
Yeah, I mean, they're just throwing out stuff that looks like it could make sense.
So I think if we go to c4, then this still is a fork. Takes.
No, c4 is to the left of the pawn.
Oh, you're talking about playing to here. You're talking about playing to
Yeah,
here.
put
Okay,
another.
I see.
Yeah, another attacker on that square.
Which also opens up the queen's defense of the bishop.
Right.
What if he plays this?
Yeah, he probably definitely would.
And then we're forced back. And then he could hit us with it. And I think that leaves us in the same boat. So I tell you what I'm kind of thinking here. This might be crazy. But I'm kind of thinking about this. Because this move here, then this here threatens this pawn.
Oh, yeah.
So if we did play this, and he played here, if we go here, and he captures, he loses the rook.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's two bishops for a rook. So I'm not convinced by that actually. I'm not convinced by that.
Yeah, and he could also play pawn to d5 and stop all that.
Well, if he did though, I think that takes the sting out of this move. So if he's here, he's not supported by a pawn anymore, and then we could just take here. This move doesn't seem bad, but I think we just run into this. This move, and he still comes down. We could just.
What about if we put a dark squared bishop 5 attacking the knight?
We could,
because then he can't really push e5. Well, I guess he could. It would just be he still could.
Well, if we play here and he plays this, we could exchange the bishop. But so I think we really need to hold on to this bishop because we want to try to counter his bishop. We don't want to leave him completely in control of the dark squares because his dark squared bishop is the primary defender of his king. So we could play here and trade off, but I kind of want to hang on to the dark squared bishop. So how could we take... So the problem here is going to end up being that these are both under attack at the same time. So we have to either move this, which I think this is the only reasonable spot, which runs into that. And then we're going to have to give up the bishop. Or we play here and defend this so it doesn't hang. And then when all these trades settle...
Yeah.
Wait, he can't push this.
Yeah, I find my queen on c2 a lot.
Hold on. If he plays here, takes, but he can't recapture here, or he would lose his rook. So actually, I do think this is a pretty solid move. We agree then on c2?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's try c2.
And it connects the rooks too. I definitely like it. Oh, he didn't even play that.
So...
Now that's a bad move, right?
This is probably what he should play because C and D pawns go together, and I think that in the King's Indian, which is basically what he's got here, he needs to do this pawn break or this pawn break. This pawn break, or I'm sorry, this knight move kills this pawn break, but he's still got this, and now it's supported again by the knight. So
it's
now
supported again, yeah.
Yeah. So I could play this. But then again, there's that. Now, we could play here and pin him to the rook.
But they just got a6.
Here, a6. Back, here, here. And then we're on a pretty mean diagonal. So that's not...
Yeah.
What if... No, that doesn't work. I was going to say what if this, but no. See, I don't need any help starting a fire. That's for damn sure. So this move actually kind of stands out to me because this. So if we're able to... So if we played here or here, if we ended up on this diagonal, with this here, it becomes a huge problem.
Yeah, that's very annoying for him. Have that knight sitting on F7.
So let's play this out then. Let's see. So if I go here and he plays this, if I ignore it and go here, he takes, and I hit his queen.
Yep.
He has to move the queen here.
Yep.
But then that's a discovered check hitting the queen.
And we win. Well, he can, oh yeah.
So here, 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 if he takes, you take here, the queen's hit. He can't capture it. He could play here.
But then he just, oh yeah, then we're trading queens. Can we not take that bishop?
Well, it would be defended by his rook if the pawn was here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Alright. So I think that's out then.
Well, hold on. If we stayed with that line,
Okay.
right? So his bishop is staring at our queen, and our knight's looking at his queen. Then we could play our light squared bishop to c4.
Okay. So light squared bishop to c4.
Now the bishops are looking at each other.
He takes, we take. The queen is here.
And now
Still with nowhere to go.
discovered check
Well,
there.
so if our bishop's here and his is here,
Yeah.
if we take, he
Yeah.
takes. We have this.
Now his
check.
queen would still be back there. Oh yes, yeah.
We would have. Well, hold on. We would have this check. Well, but now it's defended by the rook. So check, he takes, we take, and then he picks up the queen. So
Wow.
I think that. Yeah, I don't think that works either. Huh. And there's doesn't. This is a solid position this guy's in here. This move's definitely coming. We could go here. If he does play this, we come back. But then he's got a weakness of his own here. So here, I'm sorry. Here, here. Now we're looking at this pawn. He plays this. Takes. We drop back. Oh, and then we get forked because that's defended twice.
Yeah, I'm not really. So after looking at this position with you for a little bit, if I'm in a rapid game and I'm not seeing nothing that works, I'm probably playing b4 pawn push and try to start something on the queen side, give him something to think about. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just giving you the input that, you know, with me being kind of low in chess.
About that too. I actually was thinking about that too. It also takes this away for now, but then after this, we do have this weak pawn.
Yeah.
So if I play here and he does this, takes, 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 takes. I kind of think this might be the move. No. It can't be the move, right? Because here... But if we come back... Here...
Yeah, we're looking at that pawn.
Here... Here... Here. So that doesn't work. He wouldn't actually fork us if that were the case. Because it's supported by this, so you would have this piece, and this piece defending this square. So if he did get a pawn here, it's only defended twice. So that fork actually...
Yeah, and we're attacking twice.
Yeah, I actually don't think that fork works. So I do think this might be the move. I think this might be it. What do you think? You want to try this one?
Yeah, let's give it a go. And then I like the idea of him pushing the b5 pawn, or pawn to b5. Okay. All right.
Okay. So I think that he's wanting to trade this off. But I definitely don't want to let him, because I don't want to give him control of the dark squares with that bishop. I want my bishop to be a threat to his position as well. So we could drop it back.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. Probably instantly.
Is there any other threats?
I don't see any.
Yeah, and also that avoids all this fork nonsense. Yeah, I think that's probably best. I think that's pretty solid. So what do you think now?
Now I like the e-pawn break.
I do too. So if we go here, he has to move. Then I push. That square is defended 3 times. It would be attacked 3 times.
Three times.
Here, takes. So he wouldn't be able to... Hold on. So he wouldn't be able to recapture there. So I think this may be a pretty good move here. And then, because he's going to have to move. And then play this move ourselves.
Do you think... You know, I always look for like the obvious move and then I take a second for tactics. Do you think it's too early for tactics?
It's never too early for tactics.
Do you think, does bishop takes on g6 do anything?
So I was looking at this. So that's that, and that. But this is defended by the bishop, this is defended by the king, and this is defended by the queen.
Yeah. He got too many defenders.
But now, if we played here, however, well, then he would take it, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it don't work, I don't think. It's too early.
What if we played here and took? Yeah, I don't think that does anything still. So I think either do this and start trying to break open the E file ourselves, or play our rook over and prepare it. But I kind of like immediately going after it.
Well, he's going to have to waste the tempo with moving that knight back, and then we can move our rook.
That's what I'm thinking. So
that's what I'm thinking too.
Here and here, if he takes, we take. He takes, we take. Yeah, I think this is probably what I would play here.
Yeah.
So this move here then?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But you see though how this pawn is keeping these knights from being able to dance into that position. That's why you take with the e pawn, what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
So what do you think
Yeah.
here?
So here I'm happy in my mind if he wants to trade knights, I'll put my bishop on that light square diagonal looking at his king. I'm good with that.
So you don't take him here.
No, I don't want to open up his rook.
Good. Yeah, I like that. Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Also, look what your bishop is looking at here. Your pawn, this pawn that's defended by this pawn, there's nothing here. So if he takes, now what are you looking at? A pin.
Yeah, your bishop improves.
Exactly. So that's a good spot. I like that. Yeah. So I think here probably just keep pushing on up the board.
All right. The only other thing that I would think is possibly improving the rook before we make that pawn push, but yeah, because if we push that pawn, he's probably bringing his d pawn down and attacking the knight again.
He could play that, but then this bishop is forever stupid, I think. And then we can just jump back out and kind of hop back over here or something like that. Well, probably not there, but come around. This and this. So I think that. I think here, if we play the rook over, what I'm worried about is him going on with this pawn break, and now this doesn't get to open up, and our rook's going to be stuck behind the back of this pawn that we can't get moved.
Yeah, I didn't even see that he could put his pawn there and mess up our stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we better beat him to that.
Yeah, I think let's play this and see what he does. Okay.
Yeah, so we're happy with that.
So we just improved the bishop.
I think.
And also, what?
Okay. The robots play so fast.
Yeah, that was. He should put a little more thought into that, I think. So I think it's pretty obvious, right? Just so what do you?
Yeah.
What do you capture with?
I think you capture with the pawn.
Exactly. Exactly. Because if he takes here and you take here, when he recaptures, you both lost a piece.
And he opens his queen up.
Which puts us attacking the queen. Yeah. And where does the queen go?
I guess he's got a block with his bishop.
He could. But then what about this? So let's play it out.
Yeah.
Let's play it out. Let's see how he does this. So he just gives the piece away. So what do you think here?
All right, so like I said, I'm a little bit lower in skill levels, and what I've been taught is once you're up a piece, you're happy to trade.
Mm-hmm.
So I like just off the top, right? I'm thinking bringing my bishop back to D3, and then taking if he lets me, and it'll break up his pawn structure even more.
So if we play here, and he takes, we could take.
And he would take, and then knight takes pawn back.
That is true, and I think that is a good move. But what do you think about this move?
Well, now that you pointed it out, I like it a lot better.
Because here you're threatening to win an exchange, but you're also targeting an undefended pawn that he just weakened by moving his bishop out.
Yeah.
So he can either give you the pawn.
That is better.
Yeah, he could either give up this pawn. Actually, if we play here, I don't think you can actually take this. Because if he comes over, you have to move, and then he takes this.
Yeah.
So I think you can't take that. But I do think here, targeting this weak square is just objectively good. And you might even be able to cram this guy down his throat here, or just open his position and then start looking to trade like this. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right. Yeah, I think that sounds better than just because there's no guarantees that we're going to take with the bishop or continue with the trade. So this is a little more forcing.
Yeah, he could come back here after he gets all that pressure, and then we trade anyway. But I think that here you're putting more pressure on his position. So I think you are right. Trades benefit us, but I don't see it. Here it's kind of like, will you please take this? Whereas here you're like, you better do something.
Yeah.
So you're kind of forcing him to do it from a position of strength versus just hoping he takes it. So I like this myself. So what we good with this one?
Yeah. Yeah, I do like it better.
All right, so let's try this.
All right, now we win the rook, right?
Yeah, we could for sure. We could win the rook. Is there before we just snap take? Let's think about everything in the position. So
all right.
So a check is obviously just objectively good. That's it. So if we play here, though, his queen is going to have to do something. So let's say he plays that. If we took, he moves, we take, queen takes. Here.
Yeah, I think if we don't check him here, he's gonna move his king, and then we won't win the rook.
Well, if we played here, he couldn't move the king, or he'd lose the queen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he'll lose his queen.
So I'm thinking I like this because we have this in our pocket whenever we want it. So I think this little in between move just squeezes just a little bit more out of the position because this is a move we want to play anyway. So
yeah, it improves the rook without really changing the position in a negative way for us. I like that.
If we play here, it forces him to move the queen. We take, he goes out of the way. We take, he captures, and then in the resulting position, he's had to make 2 queen moves, and we got our rook on the open file for free.
That's so much better.
It's kind of how I'm thinking.
Yep.
You like that one?
All right. Yep. So we're at rook to d1. You think? I think so too. Yeah.
I think let's try this one and see what he does. And now I think this. Is that good with you?
Yeah. Yep.
So let's win that rook. All right.
All right. Yeah, we're looking good now.
Yeah, that's looking real good. So, what do you think now?
So I'm thinking that pawn on e5 is just hanging.
It is. It is. What else do you see? What else do you notice about that?
Yeah, I don't see that he's attacking anything. I don't know if I have tunnel vision or not, but that's all I see is just that free pawn hanging.
So this is what I'm looking at. So if we take here, and let's say this queen happened to go over here, what do you see in that position?
Rook takes queen.
What about that?
Oh yeah, there's mate.
So that you're this comes with a checkmate threat.
Yeah, I didn't see the mate threat. I just hanging pawn.
But it also comes with this
threat. It definitely is.
So if because rook's on the 7th, so if we played here, Or we
He's
could
got to
do,
defend the mate.
or we could do this, and that forces his queen off the board. Because here, check, he can't step up and he can't go here. Oh, he could take with the bishop. He could take with the bishop.
Yeah.
So I like this. Now I think there's also merit to this because this forces that bishop off the board too.
Yeah.
Whereas here,
I think
he takes, and I think in this position, I think the knight is more meaningful in this position.
forcing.
Because
If we play the knight there, he has to take with the bishop.
yeah,
Or it's
it's going to get real bad.
yeah.
So I think here, if he takes, we take, and then this threat is just forever here. Because you control this square with the rook and this square with the queen.
So you think we want to take with the bishop?
Yeah, because I think in that position, I think our knight is better than.
It's more valuable. Definitely, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, all right. So let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, I see. He wants to get his.
Some breathing room for his king.
Yeah, he's wanting to do that and connect back up with the.
Yep.
With the guy there.
So this might be kind of hope chess, right? But I kind of like snap grabbing that pawn on c7 and then bringing our bishop right back to where it is currently.
Oh, c7.
c7, yeah, and then just like a little free pawn, and then just come back to where we currently are, and then trade off the bishop.
Here, 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 and that. So here, here. That hangs. Yeah, we could take that. We could. I think we could get away with taking this because if he plays here, you just come back.
Yeah, and then we snap off that other bishop, and then we're still trading bishops down, but we just picked up another pawn on the way. Now I don't know if he'd allow that. We can't play queen takes because remember, wasn't his rook? Oh wait, we could play it after we snap that pawn because our bishop will be looking at the b8 square.
Yeah, I think that I like that, and I also I tell you what else is you're hitting this square again from that spot. Now if he comes over, or maybe you take like this at that point and just pick up two pieces or two pawns, and maybe you could just anchor this guy here, putting infinite pressure here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think trading the bishop is good here. I think we can win some more stuff with it.
I think you're right.
And his bishop sucks, to be fair, and our bishop's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not going to do a lot. I think we got to be cautious of taking this because that opens up a lot of pressure here. So if he started pushing this, maybe we wouldn't have this move because he could take. But I do agree. I think this is a free pawn. So let's grab.
All right.
I say we grab it.
Yeah, me too.
And worst case scenario, we could come back here.
Alright, I didn't expect that. I guess it's okay though.
Yeah, it's not really a threat because if anything, it just gives us time to do this because this is a problem.
Yeah.
This is a big problem.
And we don't have to break up our pawn structure after he takes our knight.
Yeah, actually, if we go here and he takes,
we take back with check.
I would take. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Los, what are you doing? Get down. Get down. Jump down. Yeah, I like this. I like that. I think
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, let's do this one. The only problem that I see with this is he might get.
Yeah, I just saw it too. Yeah, bishop dropping back, hitting our rook. Yeah, but we don't want to let him take our knight here because we'll have to weaken our pawn structure. So I think we have to defend the knight.
Well, this does here defend the knight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can he just push his pawn up to attack our queen?
No, because that would be
Oh,
be a
yeah.
problem.
Well, I couldn't decide. I'll tell you the truth. I couldn't decide between D3 and D5 here. So
Actually,
I'm thinking D3.
Here.
I think D3 just to keep it simple, but I'm not saying. I think C. Sorry, I think D5 is better, but it's more complicated than D3 in my mind.
Wait. If we play here, and he plays here, we take this. He can't take that, or we would just recapture.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we took that?
I guess we would just lose our queen, right?
Well, check, and we would take it right back.
That's a queen and a rook.
Yeah, but he would also lose a queen and a rook.
Which
would leave us up a rook.
And a knight.
And all these pawns. So actually, we could just go straight for it right here.
Yeah. I think it works.
If he plays
what about if he brought his bishop back to C8? Does that mess us up?
Well, I think then you could just take, right?
No, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that actually messes him up. Yeah, let's do it.
I like this. Yeah, is that good for you?
Yep, I like it. I think it works. Now, to be fair, I would have never seen that. Okay.
That's the good stuff right there. Well, I think you just take this because this all still
me
is
too.
a problem.
Yeah, he probably sees it and it's like, oh well.
So takes, check,
takes,
and then this is hanging, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I think that's good.
Yeah, we're good. I wonder what the computer's going to evaluate that move.
Probably god awful, would be my guess. So, what do you think now?
Now, I like forking the bishop and pawn with E5. Yeah. Sorry, my coordinates are rusty.
My coordinates are awful. I don't know any of them. So this I like this too. I like just getting this out of the because if I were him, I would have. I wouldn't have taken that because then you're just simplifying to the point that it's hopeless. So, what if we played here and threatened this?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Because I don't think it really matters anymore if he doubles those pawns because he can't exploit it.
Yeah, and with our rook on E1, he'll never be able to get to our passed pawn.
So this is what I think, actually. I think you go here. Now, there's a lot cleaner way to convert this, but this is what I think. You play this, and you just push this fucking thing. Because what's he going to do?
Yeah, the only thing, his bishop does guard that square on the end, so we'd have to get rid of it eventually, but I think we can find a way to do it.
I didn't even think.
Another thing we might want to consider is just going ahead and pushing A3, just so that pawn is blocking and it's on a dark square.
That's also a good point. That is also true. I actually like
because I would rather just so we don't have to deal with that pass. Well, it's not a pass pawn, but he could make it a pass pawn.
I think you're right actually because fixing this on a square that it can never be attacked Because if let's say
Yeah.
that we ended up in this position, the king can never get over here at that point, but the bishop still could. So I don't think it's a
Yeah, and that's
problem.
really his only win con too, is getting that pawn down there to promote.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, and that's a good find, man. I like that. So what do you think now?
Man, I guess I just take that pawn.
Yeah, take it. I like it.
Take that pawn. Let's check. Yeah, he's making it easy for us.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I would just move my bishop somewhere and start pushing. Or no, because we gotta get rid of this light squared bishop still. I like f4.
you're talking about the bishop.
With the no, oh yeah, we do have to move the bishop. Or f4, we can trade off bishops with the knight to f4. Am I thinking right? Yeah, knight to.
Oh, you mean come
Yeah, knight
here?
to f4.
And if he takes,
Yeah,
we
and trade
take.
off bishops. But it's not forcing at all, so I don't.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, it offers a trade, and also I think that I like that really. I was thinking maybe we could simplify this, but I don't think it works. Like takes here, but then he goes somewhere else, and that's not pinned anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I say let's get. I like this because it offers the exchange. If he wants it, we can. If he doesn't want it, so what? We don't lose anything out of it. So I think
Yeah.
I think this knight move is good. I like this.
Yeah, and if he doesn't exchange, right, instead of something else, I like rook to e1, and now we have two attackers on that bishop.
Yeah, you're right. I like the knight move. We good on the knight move then?
Yep.
All right, let's play it.
Okay. Now we're not offering a trade anymore.
No. So now we got to move the bishop.
Yeah, I don't see a way to keep it there.
I like this, and then that.
Okay.
Everything defends
Yeah.
everything else. This guy's safe. Pressure on that pawn.
Yep. And then we can bring the rook out.
Yeah.
Get the cannons out.
Yeah, I think let's try that.
Oh, we win the bishop, right?
The bishop?
Oh wait, no, that's a long knight jump. Those don't exist. I was like, oh yeah, knight to d6. I was like, oh yeah, but that's one of them long knight jumps that we can't do.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, the bishop. Yeah, that's one of them beast knight jumps there. That's a knight jump.
That's a super knight.
That's a bad dude there. So yeah, he's threatening to take here. You could pin it to prevent him from doing that, but I like the rook to be here because this guy's just unopposed. So I want to keep the king from being able to come over and do this. That's ultimately what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
But,
I think I would have pinned the pawn, but I like your idea better.
because if we play here and he pushes,
Now we're looking at each other with nothing to do.
well, I guess we could do this in that scenario and then just take that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is bad. Because we've got all these passed pawns too.
Yeah, once we get our bishop to b4, his king can come all the way over there. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, this guy's going to tie everything together. So I don't think... Yeah, I like this, actually. I do think this is the...
Yeah.
We good on the E1, rook to E1?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. All right.
Yeah, now f3 and we win it. take, yeah.
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 All right, so now, I mean, you got 2 passed pawns. Actually, you got 4 passed pawns.
Yeah.
So we could push this and then start working up with the king over here if he blocks it. I think that's probably the way to win it.
Yeah, I think we just pressure. We just push everything. Once he stops one thing, I would start to give him something else to think about with like another pawn.
So then you
So
start
I
here
like,
then?
yeah, I like e5. And now instantly I'm thinking e6. Hope and knight protects
Knight
the pawn. Yeah, pawn to e6 and knight protects it, and then I'll start pushing the h pawn.
Here. Here.
Mm-hmm.
I do still like this anyway, because that's going to tie everything he's got to stop that.
Yeah, and our bishop to b4 even protects that pawn too.
Wait. What about this? If he went here, we have this check. Right? Defended
Yeah.
by the bishop.
Yeah.
If he
But
moves...
why would he put his bishop there?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he can't come here. So anywhere he goes, right? So if we play here, we've got this check. So this, I mean, I was just making a random move. So here, the threat is this and then takes. That's the threat.
Mm-hmm.
But it also defends this square. So he can't take because the knight. He can't go here. He can only go here. So these are his only 2 squares. So, and then he loses that. So I actually like this, threatening everything on his back rank here.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, let's try this.
Uh-huh.
So here, he could go back. If we played this check, oof, ooh. What are you thinking about here?
All right, I'm thinking bishop checks, and then if the king drops to f8, we have knight check, and that's not mate because he can go out to g7.
So check, and you said here or no here, right? Well, that's his only legal move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you said knight check.
Yeah. And then he would come out in front of his bishop.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
And then,
so then he's hitting.
And then we could push the pawn, and he would win the knight, and we get a queen.
But what about this move?
Which one?
What if he plays bishop to here?
Pawn takes.
I mean, after we push.
Oh. Man, Bill, you're making my brain hurt.
So this is what I'm thinking. So check, forced, right?
Right.
Check. He's got this or this, but then we're 1 square away from promotion here, and he can't stop it, right? I mean, he can't take it. So check.
Yeah.
Here, check. Here.
Could he not take our pawn? No, because the bishop's looking at it. That's right. Duh.
And then how does he stop this?
Yeah, he cannot. Well, he's got a bunch of stuff he can't stop, but I think that's pretty efficient. Like I think that's the most accurate way because this is so fast.
Yeah, let's try that.
I'm with it.
Here,
Oh, he's going to be complicated.
you dirty bastard. All right,
Yeah,
so
he's
I think.
complicating it.
Well, actually, though, he doesn't have any moves. So this or this is checkmate. No, he could go here. So check. He still has that. But then he can't stop this. There's just no stopping it. I like this.
Yeah, what if we... Okay. And then we start pushing the C pawn?
Yeah, and then we start pushing over here. Make him tie himself to 1 and then promote over here. That's what I'm
it's an outpost on his 8th rank.
Yeah, I mean he's in bad shape if we get to that. I like this. What do you think? You think that's...
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's just unstoppable. Well, never mind. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, but
well, how about the H pawn? Oh, okay.
Yeah, here you're just threatening all of this. So if he comes back, then you just push, anyway. Well, but then he could come here. Then he could come here. So yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Let's start bringing these. I think that's
let's do it.
Where would you move this?
D4.
Why?
Well, because then his bishop could never move again, or unless we win. If he does, we win the pawn.
Yeah, and also now you're defending this that he was trying to stop.
Oh.
So that's you're right. I think this is the right move. But now his bishop is just stuck defending that, or not.
Oh. Well, yeah. So now I like rook takes, and then we try to get the rook on A8.
So here, you think?
Oh well, hold on. It doesn't work because he just takes our pawn. Because I was like, oh, discover check. His king's got to get out of the way of our pawn, but he just takes the pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just save our rook and keep our playing with the H pawn.
So where do you put the rook?
I like the B file.
I do too. Because it gets right to the point. How do you stop this? Because this square and this square is the only 2 squares that he can challenge the promotion on now. So where does he go to challenge those 2 squares? Here.
Yeah, he goes to the
or here.
Yep.
Which is defended both times. Both squares are
defended. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I just put it there because it was attacking the bishop, but it does a lot more.
I think that's the. I think so. Now I think you're just home free.
Yeah, all the way.
Now, do you know the? Yeah, he can't stop it. I'm just gonna push. It's.
Yeah. We're on the same plan here.
Now, do you know the queen and king and the rook and king checkmates and all that?
Yeah, I always try to ladder mate, but I have had to. I know the rook and king checkmate pattern, and I do the same thing with the queen. I know there's a way you can. There's a pattern with queen and king that's like. I've looked into it, but I was like, I'll just treat it like a rook, and it does.
Exactly it. Yeah. If you know the rook,
treat it like it's a rook.
Then you know the queen. So I think here pretty obvious. Just take it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There may be a cleaner checkmate, but So what do you think here?
Well, now I'm thinking that there's draw possibilities if I make the wrong move. So I'm always in this position. I'm always going to give a check from something and look for laddering or getting his king to the edge.
So where
I
would you?
don't see. I wouldn't promote. I wouldn't promote just because, like I said, I'd be scared to draw.
So the thing about
I'd probably
promoting,
go. Go ahead.
the thing about promoting here, is it comes with check.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
So
Yeah, let's do that.
you could, uh,
Yeah.
let's might as well. I don't see a good argument against it. And also, like this is check. Uh,
I feel like we can check this guy like with any move.
yeah, I like this check defending this because I think here just keep checking them, and eventually one of these is going to be a mate. So I like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check that defends that.
Um,
That one you can't play.
A5.
This check, and he has this square. No, he don't, actually.
You don't?
No, because the queen.
Yeah, where's he gonna go? He's got the he's got D6.
So what about this move? He's got that,
And he's got D6.
and he's got D6. Okay. We could take D6 away, which forces him here.
What about queen to D5? No, because it undefends the knight. It undefends the knight. Never mind.
Well, I think though if he does that, I think he. So actually, D5 takes check, and then he's going to have to start coming this way. So
Yeah.
I think actually you're right. I think D5, let him have that. Then you hit him with the second queen, and start working him over to the side of the board. Bring the rook in, and swarm him like that. I think you're right. I think that's the move.
All right. I'm with it.
Yeah, let's play this.
We don't need the knight.
Oof.
Wow.
Or just get a checkmate there. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
too.
What? Yeah. We're going. Yeah. We saw that from
see
10
that.
moves ago.
We
You
talked
kidding me?
about that for 5 minutes. So, 89% accuracy. So that's
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. So let's see how we done here. This is book stuff. All this is book. They like to finish the triangle. I want a castle. This is inaccurate.
Oh, it wanted H3.
You had a chance
I
to play
guess so.
something better. Yeah, but I didn't.
Stop the knight.
Yeah, but what's the knight gonna do from here?
I don't know. Maybe the
like
queen. If the queen went there.
Oh. Yeah, but still, what's he doing there? I don't.
No, he ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't know about that move. They like the push. Okay, that's okay. Oh, that okay. Yeah. See that's yeah. See, they like this. Not take him back. Let us improve the bishop. Yeah, that was good. We
Yep.
talked about
Yeah,
that
we
for
were-
a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, we were spot on with that one.
And then he just completely falls apart here. So they like
Yeah, we knew
this.
that was bad.
So they like going straight for the throat, but I feel like you get this. So show moves. Yeah, but what's wrong with getting that free improvement of the rook? What's wrong with that? I don't know. I like that in between move because it is free. So if you get a move
Yeah.
for free, take it. I feel like.
Yeah.
So all right. So let's see here. Then you win the rook. Get out of here. Come on. They just want.
Yeah, I was interested in this move. This next move, I'm interested to see what it says. Wow,
Yeah,
best move.
best
Dude,
move.
you're on it.
You trade off equal material. What was best? Force him to take. I liked
Yeah, we
taking
did.
here because it simplified the position.
Yeah, and
Because
we didn't break up our pawn structure.
yeah, you trade off equal material. So this is a book
Yeah.
move. How did this happen?
Wait, what? No, that's got to be just glitched, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Rook over. Okay. Okay. What was best? Oh, they want us to take.
Yeah, yeah. I guess we could have won both of those pieces for the bishop and the knight, and just been up a rook and 5 pawns.
Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. Best. Okay. Let's see how well we done converting this. Ah, they want us to come back. Okay, well that makes sense because then you're, pressuring that long
Yeah.
term. So that does make sense, and it keeps your bishop active. Just take. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it really matters by that point.
Hey, if you don't mind, can we go back and see what it said that A3 move was, where we put our only light squared pawn on a dark square?
This one.
Okay, so it liked it.
What did it say?
All right, I
Was
was just good.
best?
Moving the rook out.
Yeah, I think that here, I like this, and I also like that you've seen it, because if one of the end game things to think about is if you have a bishop, fixing your opponent's pawn on a square that your bishop can attack means that he's going to have a long-term weakness. So
Yeah.
seeing that this takes that away from him, I feel like is a very good move. So I think that this does create more of a threat, but in this position, you're just denying him any counterplay. Because if you play
Yeah.
here, he's never going to get this guy unlodged and queen. So I think
Yeah, and like that was really his only way to win from here.
yeah, like that's what you said. Is this is his only hope, and this just kind of kills it because now he can't attack it if it's up here. So I like that. This may be a little bit more accurate according to Stockfish, but I like that move a lot.
I like how you said it in when you were reviewing the games. You were like, Stockfish says it's good and it can hold the position, but are you Stockfish?
Yeah, yes, because
That's a very good point.
yeah, Stockfish doesn't take into account our poor human brain that just we're just I'll just park a queen right next to a pawn and then be like, oops, so but yeah, that was good. Do you want to do one more? Or you out of time? Or what do you think?
No, I think I just had time for one today, Bill.
All right,
but
buddy.
I do look forward to the if you're going to make this a series. I'm looking forward to all your other subscribers to
Yeah, I
get
had
on board, because I think this is going to be really informative for a lot of people.
Yeah, I had a guy message me today, and he's wanting to play, and we're supposed to get together tomorrow and do a game, just like this. I think he said he was 800. I think he said, or 700, 7 or 800, and so yeah, I think that. Do you feel like you got some value out of this?
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's I think I need to slow down, and when I see a good move, try to if there's anything better.
Yeah.
Like those in between moves.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the in between moves, and really make sure that it is an in between move. Because like if you make the move and then they're able to counter it, and then so you got to be real careful. But little things like that rook move, I think those kind of things do go a big way, because you wanted to get that rook there anyway, so you squeezed that little bit of extra, just that little bit extra out of the position by taking that open file, forcing the queen away to make a move that he didn't want to move, and then making a move again to get to the point, which was to take the rook anyway. So little things like that will help a lot. But like when I reviewed your games, the big thing that I seen was busting open the king's position before, or the e-file before it was ready. But I did notice in this game that you prioritized getting the knights or getting your second knight out to the right square and getting castled. And I think that those two things, just getting the pieces where they should be and getting out of the center of the board, I think that'll help you a whole lot, man. I think you'll get a lot of value out of that.
Yeah, I think I got a lot of value out of this. I'll probably watch it probably about 4 or 5 times after you post it and really let it kind of sink in. And
well, it should be up.
You know, that's all I want to do is just be better tomorrow than I was today. You know.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I just want to be better tomorrow than I was today, and as long as I do that every day, I'll eventually get where I want to be, which is 1500 elo, like I seen you shared in one of your videos.
That's the goal, man. I've been working to get there for a long time, man.
How long have you been playing chess, Bill?
I started playing when I was I got in some trouble when I was a kid and got sent to this kid jail thing, and they had a chessboard, and this kid said, you know how to play? And I was like, well, I know how to play checkers, so obviously I know how to play chess. And of course this kid beats the brakes off of me, man. But I ended up taking that back to our room, the chessboard, and I was infatuated with it, man. Like I read the directions and stuff, man. I just spent from there on, I didn't have a chess book or anything like that, but my mom bought me a chessboard when I got home, and I would sit in my room, man, and just play and play. And I'd done that all through like my early teenage years, but I never had any kind of people to play with or anything to learn. But I came back to it probably about 3 years ago, and kind of started messing around. But about a year and a half ago, I really started to try to learn and get better. So,
Yeah.
I've known how to play for quite a while, but actually knowing how to play probably about 2.5 years, maybe something like that.
Yeah, those are 2 different how to plays.
They definitely are, man. All right, well, I'm going to wrap up the video. Hold on one second. Let me wrap this up, and I'll...
Cool.
All right. If you guys like that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And if you want to get in a game like this, send me a message. You can get on the Discord. The link will be in the description, chess.com, in the comments, wherever you want to do it. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.